From the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. So, you guys, today, first of all, for all of you who tried to show up yesterday for the live stream and I wasn't there, we had no internet. It was one of those days. In the summertime here, the internet is pretty iffy. It comes and goes, gets clogged down, blocked, and it's always unreliable. And there's really not a lot that I can do about it. So it just didn't happen yesterday. My apologies. So I am going to set up a live stream for that this week. If I can manage to do it today with my schedule, I'll do it today, and I'll just put it up there, and you guys can watch afterwards. We'll be doing a webinar. I may have to actually change the day. I've been doing Sundays. Sundays here on the island are very, very busy because it's the weekend. So yeah, thinking I'm going to alter the day. I think that's what we need to do, is just do it on a different day. I'm thinking Tuesday. And okay, so I'll put it up on the community tab. I'll put in a message there for you guys. So in the studio this morning, I have been busy with other things. My painting is still there. I haven't really played around with it very much. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it today. I'm kind of focused on tech stuff, my favorite thing. Yeah, it's really hot, and there's so much going on, and summertime just has that different vibe. It has a whole new vibe. It really does. And things alter and change for me. Like, one, I can't journal in the mornings. You guys know my regular routine, right? I get up, I'll go swimming down to the beach and come back up, make my coffee, sit down, put in my, like my very mellow, calming music, and journal for like an hour. I love it. And now it's summertime, and usually in the summer, I stop that. It's a different part of my cycle. So here I compare it to the studio practices when you don't feel like painting and you don't feel very creative. I feel very creative. It's not that, but I don't feel like writing. Like, I don't want to spend the time writing. I feel like I'm more active, just more physical, more out there. And so I either have to get up earlier, like start getting up at 5, which I actually really love doing that. And I don't do it. I get up around 6, but I could easily get up at 5. And I could do my meditative journaling or meditation practice from 5 to 6, and then go down swimming, and then come back up and make my coffee, and then start working, and like just start earlier. That's one option. I could do that. And the other is I just won't journal for now. And so what, right? I just won't do it for now. I'll do other things. But the practice is to write something down. And it could be one sentence. I don't feel like writing here today. And what does any of this have to do with painting, you guys? It's the practice of it. So here's the thing. A friend of mine who is deeply into yoga. Uh, and I absolutely love him. One of my most favorite people on the planet. I, I love this guy, but he's like this. He's so mellow and unpretentious and wise, right? And we were talking yesterday, and I was talking about my yoga practice, which hasn't been much of a practice on my mat, like going to my mat and doing the yoga. And he says that he heard from one of his teachers. He heard from one of his teachers, and I kind of laugh because even if he's the one that thought of it, he probably would never say that he's the one that thought of it. But he heard from one of his teachers that if you go to your mat and do downward dog and then get up and leave, as long as you're on the mat and you're doing the downward dog, you are doing a full yoga practice if you are there, if you are present in what you're doing. And I just thought, man, that's it, isn't it? So if I sit down in the morning and open up my journal and write one word, but I'm present as I'm writing that word, that I'm there at my journal, then in fact, I have done my journaling practice. If I sit in this chair and take in one breath and become present with that breath, I have in fact done a meditative practice. I have done meditation. So if I come into my studio and just sit here without picking up any brushes and without doing any painting, and I'm here for a minute, just being in here and being present with where I am in that moment in my studio, I have come in to my painting practice, even if I didn't paint anything. And I love that. I mean, I really love cultivating that idea. And then you can take it into everything that you do. I mean, how far can you go? If I'm in an argument with my family for 5 seconds, if I'm fully present about who I am in that argument at that moment, then I'm in my studio painting. See where I'm going with this? If I am out driving and I am fully present for a moment as I'm driving, the feel of the steering wheel in my hands, the pressure of my foot on the gas pedal, the feel of the air blowing in the window. If I'm just present there, then I am in my studio painting, right? No, of course I'm driving, I'm not painting, but metaphorically, can you guys I'm sure you guys can bridge that because all of us in here in these tiny little studios are pretty good at bridging those types of thoughts and ideas. So, yeah, just go to your mat, sit there, and do just one asana, and do it fully. And you have done a full yoga practice. So I'm taking these messages that are coming to me and using them in my daily life. That is why I love this whole painting thing, this whole being in the studio. When I come in here, even if I'm just coming in to do the morning musings, because then I have to go out and do a bunch of other things, when I'm in here, I am creating, I am painting, even though I'm not picking up my brush. I'm still painting. It's all that creative process. And when you can't engage with your painting, on the physical level. You can engage with your painting on the abstract level in all these different areas. You can engage with your creative pathway. Where are you today? Where is your focus? Is it up here in the visualization, imagination, playing around with different ideas, that notan stage? Or are you like in the let's put it together, let me clean off my palette, let me get my brushes ready, let me do it all there? Where are you? And if you're present, whether you're doing one asana on your yoga mat or whether you're becoming present in the middle of an argument, or whether you're being present the moment you are wiping your sink after cleaning the dishes, whatever it is, try and develop and cultivate and nourish being in your studio, in this inner studio. And I don't know, life kind of gets nice. It just, even if it's a bad day, it's a pretty good day when you're present with it. So, yeah, I love that from my friend. Thank you, my dear. You know who you are. And it really helped me, especially yesterday when we were talking. It was like one of those drops. Whew. Yeah. So with that, I am going to I'm going to come in and paint today. I am. Today is my day, and wish me luck on that. We'll see how things go. You guys, be inspired, be creative, be you. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I will see you all again tomorrow.